What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Power Play with CJ. To focus in on Minnesota scratching Thomas Vanek consecutive games as the Wild, look to get back in that second wild card spot. As they're, really kind of hanging on by the skin of their teeth. They beat Chicago obviously the other night, and they got a big one against the Kings at home tonight. And it looks like Vanek won't draw into the lineup. And you look at the amount of money Vanek's making, and his cachet, his reputation as being really really good player. That hasn't been the case since he got to Minnesota. I mean, he's I don't say drastically underachieved, but I mean, you look at who he was a couple years ago. He had 41 points, 38 games in the lockout season. 20 goals in that season. Better than a 40-goal pace. And then from there on out, between Buffalo, the Islanders, Montreal, and now Minnesota, hasn't been that player. He had 28 goals 2 years ago, 21 last year. He's not the guy that you thought you were signing when you landed him. But it's one of those situations where I don't fault John Duchetti for scratching him. It's like, I don't care what you've done in the past, what your contract is. We're gonna put the best lineup we feel to win the hockey game. And the fact that he's doing that, I think speaks volumes about the confidence the organization has in him. In a certain way, it's kind of like the Blackhawks with Joel Quenneville when he was scratching Trevor Daley after they gave up a lot to get Trevor Daley. The coaches don't have to be married to the players that the general manager brings in, and that's a perfect case here with Vanek. So, hopefully for Minnesota's sake, he rediscovers his offensive touch and can kind of help you out, but. I wouldn't hold my breath on it. It's one of those situations where maybe at 30, he's an old 32. Maybe that's a possible situation, and maybe it's time this summer to either buy him out or maybe find a team that'll trade for him. But I don't think he will be in Minnesota. First of all, he's only got 1 year left on his contract. For a guy that thought he was going to cash in as a free agent, he really didn't. He only got a 3-year deal 2 years ago, so. We'll see how that shakes up and what that means for his playing future. But, again, I used to love watching him play. He was a truly elite sniper when he came up with Buffalo, and now it's just it's not the player that we all thought he was. Offense kind of dried up, and we'll see. How it all shakes up for him. Anyway, that's all I got. This episode of the Power Play with CJ. Stay tuned for more episodes for the season and beyond. Later, guys.